somewhat of the history about SCC. Of course, the second album, In Gaps We Trust, released in 1994, that was the album that really broke it through for all of you. Of course, Gang Stories being the lead-off single, and of course, I believe you all, while Warren G was the first West Coast rapper signed to Def Jam directly, I believe you all were the first West Coast group signed to Def Jam directly.
Yeah, see, what happened with that, Warren G was the first solo artist directly to Def Jam. Our thing with Def Jam was kind of a little special because it was like handpicked by Russell. It was like, you know what I mean? He came, got us, he signed us. We was his project, and that's how that worked. You know what I mean? So we was important to Russell's Def Jam, should I say?
Definitely. Now, how did that feel, because we had, Havoc and Big Prodigy on about a year and a half ago, and they were telling us the story about just the, about that meeting with Russell and, how he endorsed, because it's one thing to be signed to such an iconic label such as Def Jam. It's another thing to have Russell say, yo, I want y'all. Like Russell actually says, y'all need to be here. What was that like?
Well, when it came to Pride and them, see, that's what everybody don't know. Like, I was a real, when Pride and them signed the first got at Russell, I probably was like 12 years old, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I wasn't there. But I know what that's like to have Russell Simmons want you, because how I ended up really in SEC on Def Jam was a Russell Simmons situation. Pride was doing some remixes. I think he was remixing some EPMD, some Public Enemy or something. And he couldn't go on promotional tour. Facts, man. Big Pride is one of the dopest producers, like underrated, like a lot of people don't know that. You know what I'm saying? But he couldn't go on promotional tour. And I had just started high school. I was like 13 years old. And he asked me, would I go on tour for him? And of course the answer was yeah. You know what I mean? So having the Rhyme Son had ended up not going as well. So now I'm on tour at 13, 14 years old for the SEC by myself. There's no other group with me but Havoc the Mouthpiece. But Havoc the Mouthpiece don't rap. So I'm not even on the album. I'm not even on the album, bro. South Central Madness. I featured on the second album a couple of times, but it wasn't nothing major. Wasn't no singles or nothing like that at first, So I'm on tour, replacing Pride on tour, and with me. So I went and put down. This was SEC first major promotional tour on Def Jam. So I'm going state to state. I'm rapping, I'm doing shows and shit. So I ended up in Sway and Tech in the morning, San Francisco, back in the day, when he first started and shit. And I'm rapping. I'm Spice One on the radio, if I recall. It was somebody else. I don't remember who it was. Drew Down or Forte. It was somebody, but I know it was Spice. And they was like, well, telling Happy, go to rap, bro. You rap now. But that wasn't Havoc the Rhyme Son. It was Havoc the Mouthpiece. So he was like, well, I don't rap, but Young Pride rap. And I bust, man, and Russell Simmons called. Who is that? This Young Pride, man, that's my little brother. He said, tell him he got a deal when he get home. So for Russell to just, make a phone call and tell you he wants you, man, that's big. That's one of the biggest moments of my career, I could say.